everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Anonymous Budgeter. If you guys are new here, welcome, and if you're back for another video, thank you guys so much for checking out the channel. I really do appreciate it. So today's video, I'm going to be doing my weekly check-in for week 2 of April. So if you guys are interested in seeing where my money went, how I spent my money, if I did any overspend or any unbudgeted amounts, please stay tuned and let's get right into the video. So happy Sunday, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well today. Hope everyone had a really great weekend. I was off this weekend and I sure did enjoy my time off. The weather here is really nice. So for today, like I mentioned, we are going to be doing my weekly check-in. This is week number 2. So I already did the highlighter method, which is basically like if you're new to the whole budgeting situation, this is like made popular by the Budget Mom. So I did the highlighter method and I did all my categories, and as always, before I come on here, I always have to do my little cheat sheet, which I have on the side. And we can just get right into it. So we have a lot going on here because I had a couple things that happened last week. I did deposit my cash envelopes that I had saved up for like 3 years, so that was about like $6,500. I did make the payment on my new MacBook, so that got cleared in the beginning of the week. And I also allocated some of the funds from that big cash envelope deposit into my Ally Savings Bank account. And yeah, and we all know that I had a little over budget for, you know, when I went to the Dollar Tree, but that's fine. I got a deposit from my mom of $20, so that was definitely helpful. And also too, I did do some cash envelope stuffing, so that is another category that came out, which I didn't have previously, so this is going to be like a new category for me. So we can just get right into the weekly check-in. Oh, and this is like my calendar that I typically use. It's basically like a monthly calendar from the Dollar Tree. If you know, you know. They're like $1.25 and they will get you right every single time. Even if you're just starting off budgeting, definitely highly recommend those. And then I think moving forward, I'm also going to be tracking my groceries, like how much I spend for the week. Because moving forward, I think I want to allocate like $75 a week for groceries because it's getting really crazy out here, guys. Groceries is not, we gotta tighten it up. Even if I'm living at home, I still feel like if I probably wasn't, it would be a lot worse. But so let's just get into the weekly check-in. So for week number 2, we're starting off with deposits. And I had $6,733. Now keep in mind that that also accounts for like the $6,500 that I had from like my cash envelope stuffing. So that was not all from like, you know, the money that I made. We're gonna believe that soon, honey. This is gonna be one paycheck. We're believing for that. Now moving on to bills. So last time when I did my weekly check-in, I actually accidentally included my Metro PCS bill in there, which is for my cell phone. So I typically have that money come out of my Chase credit card, just because I don't know, I always feel like Metro probably gives me scammy vibes, even though they've never scammed me, but I just don't trust them to take out the actual amount. So I just decided to just use my credit card, but the money had not cleared yet. So when I do my weekly check-ins, I only look at the money that's cleared for that week. And since the amount for my Metro PCS was not cleared yet in week 1, it actually goes to week 2, so I had to subtract that. So actually for week 1 I had $770.98, and then for week 2 for my bills I had $148.97. Now for week 2, that's definitely not that bad, because I only had like my cell phone, my Surety bill. Not a lot came out in week 2, which is really nice. For groceries, we have $42.10. I was really adamant with sticking to my grocery budget. As you can see here, that's why I busted out my little calendar. I'm trying to allot $58 for the week. So I know that I already only spent for week number 2 $42.10. which is pretty good. So as long as I'm trying to be under $58, so we still have like three more weeks to go, but I'm really proud of that. So I don't know, I feel like I might want to do like a month ahead fund for my groceries, because groceries is getting really crazy now and I'm scared. And next month I have a 3 paycheck month, so we'll see how I can, you know, make something shake. And the next category that I have is gas, and gas is $31.85. So pretty good with gas. I think last week I didn't really travel that much for work or anything like that, so that was pretty good. SunPass this week, the past week I had the $50 come out. So once my balance goes down below a certain threshold, $50 will automatically come out. For the month, I typically tend to spend like $100. So I already have $50 taken out. I'm thinking that in week 4 I might have another $50 come out. So yeah, because I only take the toll roads to and from work just because it's less congestion and it's just more convenient for me. So I live my life with convenience. So for this month, there was no personal spending. Didn't do any eating out. I'm like on a roll with the eating out. I think living at home and just, you know, having food available, like actually home cooked meal, is so helpful, because even when I want to go out and eat, like the other day I wanted to go to Chick-fil-A, or not Chick-fil-A, I wanted to go to Chipotle, and I was like, but there's food at home, you know, there's no justification to eat out. Whereas when I lived alone, like I didn't really like cooking that much, and like I was kind of bored with my own cooking, so I'd be like, it's probably cheaper for me to eat out because then I can split my meals, and you know, all the excuses that we make. So living at home and having like home cooked meal is actually super helpful. So I really do enjoy not having to put money towards eating out. So the next one is shopping, and for shopping we have $1,474.46. So this is for the laptop that I purchased. Now this is going to come out from my savings. So I have a savings in my Ally account when I was I have a category in there when I decided I was gonna purchase a home, like I needed, you know, like little decorative stuff and furniture. So I started a sinking fund for that, but I'm not interested in purchasing a home anytime soon in this economy with this type of inflation and these mortgage interest rates. So I'm most likely going to borrow like the $1,500 from that account. It's like an IOU to myself. So your girl needs to start door dashing or doing Uber Eats, because, or picking up some extra shifts at work, because we really have to pay that back. But I'm borrowing it from myself, and so yeah. Now work food, I have nothing allocated to that. I didn't spend anything. Savings, so savings is going to be a lot, because again I had that deposit from my cash stuffing. And so what I did for the savings, a portion of the cash envelopes at $4,500, a portion of it went to some of my Ally saving funds, like the sinking funds that I have in my Ally bank account. And one of the categories was for my car maintenance, but I had another category in my Ally savings that had over like $3,000, which was a lot more than it really needed. So what I did, I just used the money that I needed to make up for the minimum balance that I wanted in my car maintenance fund. And so that money that I was going to put towards it, I'll just put that towards my nil net student loans, which is pretty exciting. So I have a lot more to put towards my student loan from that overall balance than I originally had planned, which is always a good thing. So I have nothing going towards debt for this week. Week number 3 is when my nil net automatic payment gets taken off, and I didn't want to put the money that I had from my cash envelopes towards my student loan debts just yet. I wanted the money from the automatic withdrawal to go towards interest and whatever, and then anything else after that, once I'll wait probably like 24 hours before I make another payment, and then that hopefully everything will just go towards the principal, so nothing will like go towards interest is what I'm hoping. so we'll see, because sometimes when I make those extra payments and I think, oh, it's all gonna go towards the principal, it doesn't. The accounts are still accumulating interest, even though they say that you're on the SAFE program and you're not supposed to accumulate interest. I really don't know, so we'll see. And then for miscellaneous, I have no miscellaneous expenses this week, thank the Lord. And honestly, so I have to fix that part right there, because that was from last week when I purchased the laptop. So I can just wipe that out because I already accounted for that in my shopping category. So even though it's something that wasn't planned, I figured I'll just put it in my shopping category, and that's fine. And then for tithes, I did pay my tithe from my paycheck number 1 in March, and that was $310.37, which is similar to what I paid the last time, which is interesting. So let me see. So this is week 2. Yeah, so that's that. And so my cash envelope category, I had nothing from the previous week, but for week number 2, I did take off some money for cash envelopes. I can do some stuffing once I had gotten paid, and that was $340. So if my math is right and I calculated all of these correctly, my total spending for the month, for week 2 is going to be $9,447.19. Now keep in mind, the only reason that number is pretty big and looks pretty wild and scary is because, again, I had that large deposit from my cash envelope. So a portion of that went into my savings for my Ally Bank, and then the other remaining balance I put it in my savings, but it is going to go towards debt payment. So that's why this looks pretty big and pretty scary, because I don't even know how I would spend near 10K in a month, unless if it's like a really huge bill or something like that. But yeah, typically we don't really spend that much, or I don't really spend that much. Okay, yeah. And then last time I had my credit card charges that I had to put in quotation cleared, because week 1 I had both my Metro and my Apple payment charges, but they were not cleared. They both got cleared in week 2, so that's why I have to adjust week 1 and, like, you know, make sure that everything is looking good. So now that I have done my weekly check-in, we can go over here and then we can actually like do the balances for the bottom, well, the totals, I guess, and the balance. So the total that I have for my total spending is $9,447.19. So I added up all of these categories. Anything that's not in green was actually accounted for. Initially, I wasn't going to add the savings, like the $4,750 or the $1,814 that I put towards my Ally Bank account, but I did include the deposit from my cash envelope, so I had to like kind of account for that. And so where I get myself tripped up when I have to like do the final remaining balance is I always forget to put the starting balance. So yeah, so I was like in the negative, like I was like, what is going on? This is not aligned. But yeah, so what I basically have to do for my remaining balance, it's essentially all my deposits plus my starting balance. So it's my deposits plus my starting balance, and then I have to subtract that from my total spending. And then that balance that I got for the week was $561.60, and this was actually what I had when I checked my bank account Saturday night, because my week starts on Sunday. So today's actually April 14th, it's Sunday, and my starting balance for this week is in fact $561.60. And you guys can already see that I've already hit up the beauty supply store, and I also went to get to pump gas today. Gas is like pretty expensive, but I had like a quarter tank left, and then I get 10 cents off when I go to fill up at Murphy. So I definitely love filling up gas here. If you guys do pump gas, definitely look at like the rewards if you have like a favorite gas station that you go to, so you can kind of take advantage of that. And then I went to the beauty supply store today. I bought like 2 little, you know, those like drawstring ponytails, because my passport is expired and I really do need to get my passport together. It's been like, yeah, this month was when it expired, like over a year, and I literally never went to take out the pictures, never bothered filling out the form. So my goal for the end of April is to have my passport pictures sorted out. So Wednesday, God's willing, I'm going to go and take my booty down to CVS or Walgreens or maybe Staples, whichever one is closest. I'm gonna go there in the morning, but I do need to get my hair together because I was gonna originally wear like a wig, but I know you can't like have your eye covered or like your ear cover, and I don't want any wig embarrassing me when I have to tuck my hair behind my ear. And yeah, I'm trying to go for like a natural, subtle look, so the little drawstring ponytail can never do me wrong. So I just got 2 of them because I didn't have any at home, and they look really realistic. Well, as realistic as, like, you know, fake ponytails can look. And so yeah, but so that's why I had $34.22, which is kind of a little pricey, but that's fine. But yeah, but that's it for like the spending and like where my money went to. I feel pretty good for right now. I mean, this is basically unbudgeted, but I'm taking it off of my personal. But we'll see how I do in regards to like other categories and if I can, you know, make up for that. Otherwise, that'll just, you know, come out wherever it's gonna come out. But I think I should be fine because when I did like a little mini budget like planning for like this week with the balance that I had like a cushion of $40. So that'll probably have to come out from there because obviously I didn't budget for that. And I had budgeted about like $65 for gas and I only spent $26.65. So hopefully I don't have to drive anywhere too crazy. But I do want to gas up before I have to go to work on Friday. Or maybe I might just, I think I should be able to go to work on Friday, and then maybe Saturday morning I'll stop at the gas station to get gas because I get paid on the 19th. So my gas should hold me over until Friday. Then I could probably gas up the 20th after my paycheck is cleared. If you guys know, you know, okay? When you're on a tight budget and like you have to make sure every penny counts. So that's what I'm trying to do. And honestly, you guys, I will say the girlies know what they're talking about when they tell you to track your expenses, do check-ins. I know some people are like, oh, I don't budget, or I don't do tracking, or I don't do check-ins. Do the check-ins. They totally will help you. And I mean, it's not everyone's favorite thing to do, but it's a necessary evil. It doesn't have to be anything super complicated. Just grab you some little scrap paper and just like write your numbers out and try to plan stuff, because I had to plan out this $561.60, honey, because I still have bills coming out. Like I have my nail net coming out, and then if I need to do grocery shopping, I have to get gas. So you know, $561 is a lot, but you know, we still got bills to pay. So yeah, so I just wanted to make sure everything was fine. But anyways, I'm stop rambling. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know down below. Let me know if you guys do like little mini budgets after you do like your main paycheck budget or your monthly budget, because I live for doing mini budgets. Like I love doing those because they definitely keep me on track. And so yeah, let me know if you guys are into that. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Hopefully I can upload this before the end of the day, or maybe no, I'll probably upload it during the week. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.